B2B alright? I'm Tupac, nigga.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
I like that for shit.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Yo, I could hear you, bro. I could hear you. Yo.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got room past the 30. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You better go for the field goal.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Cookies.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
You didn't listen to your
He
boss.
violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were
I would have done the same thing. I would have
do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone.
Come on, big. Stop playing, dog. Come on, big.
Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away.
You ain't all that big, bro. You small, dog.
Turnover and converted into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0
That's not even
game.
my main team, bro. All right, big dog.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson.
Bring it back to the house. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that's my
return this
back
from
up.
deep in the
Give me
end
that,
zone.
boy.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
You better don't pass it for Tyreek Hill. I got him on walk. I'm the Tyreek Hill stopper, boy. Stop playing with me,
Threw an
boy.
interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You gotta take your time, bro.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So
He
this
helped you
defense
on
coming
that.
up with a takeaway,
You got
and
help.
maybe
You
that's
had some
something
help.
that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true.
You
but
had
you're
help,
right.
bro. That wasn't
We
no,
haven't seen
like,
a lot of
you
fire
did
from
it,
these
like,
guys,
one-on-one.
really
Come on,
on either
bro.
side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed.
I
to
said
get
you
them
didn't
back
pick it
into
up
this
like
game.
one-on-one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will
Better
be
don't run
stopped
out.
about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away.
He missed that tackle. Look
And
at
the
that.
Dolphins are
He passed
back
that nigga
within a
straight,
score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone. I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your picks in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Huh?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Damn, that's a sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Burrow Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you
free
good,
there
man.
after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls.
I got you.
Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Hey, we're finna play again after this game, all right?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
All right.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
You a funny ass nigga, bro.
And we'll see a return.
Don't do that. Don't spin.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Okay, keep running the ball and keep the time, all right? I don't want you to score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Bro, you got Tyreek Hill, bro. What the hell are you doing?
They've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out.
Oh, you're smart. You know when to pass it to him.
The same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this
is he's slow, bro. Slow ass.
But the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I give you that for Christmas.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tua. Steps him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I got you, man. I call your time
the
off.
first of their timeouts.
Take your time, bro.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Hey, you got the ball in the first
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Oh,
and
shit.
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
Cooling in the 9. What you know about that, man? How old are you, man?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 25 on second down. Tua, he'll hit Mostert again here. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble. And as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I brought a little pressure.
You know, this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, bet.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they
I don't really like running a lot. I like passing.
If they could
As
actually
you can
get
see, I can
production from the
pass
lead
that
horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this
Yeah, I saw
margin
that.
too.
Yeah, I see that you like running.
Back to Mixon on second down.
He'll get
Use the
forward
run
for
and
3
use the
down
track
the
stuff.
16-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Yeah, you got a PS5.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's to Chase.
Through?
He's got it.
Damn.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
8 yards on the
Stop,
touchdown
Captain. You gotta
pass.
send
And
pictures.
the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over.
Huh?
Sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by McPherson.
Well, your
Up and
people,
good.
And the lead is now 24.
your parents die.
After the
Your
touchdown,
parents millionaires.
McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Oh, okay.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And
Come on, man. Run the ball. Run the pass. No, you want to pass?
39 yards there. A big one.
And this offense
Keep
needed
running the
something
ball.
to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From midfield, here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. This spot before.